Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I am doing a pre-recorded video today for my Saturday sip, stamps, ink, and paper. So this is not live, but please feel free to comment and I will check my messages. Remember, if you're looking for Stampin' Up! Products, you can shop at my website, MemoryINKers.com. So, I want to make sure I know where you guys are seeing things. So, all right. Because when it's pre-recorded, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, sorry, scooting in. So today we're going to talk about a cool new product. Let me see. First of all, I am going to be, this is not the new product. I am going to be using a returning favorite, the Saying Something ephemera pack. So there's quite a few. Fully Flowers is back. Saying Something is back. And the other two, forgive me, I don't remember their names. They are still available as online extras. So just so you know, those are still there. But what we're going to talk about today is this awesome grouping. The washi tape is huge. And I got to tell you, it's really stuck onto this roll. It sticks really good. So wherever you put it, it's going to stick really good. This is just a piece of transfer paper that I have on there so that I don't have to keep picking at it to do the ends. So I do have a tip for this. So I'm going to put it over here so I don't forget. It also has the awesome Extraordinary Floral stamp set. This is the same design as the washi tape. So if you were to get this and the die, which is called Extraordinary Floral die, they do line up. They will cut out this and they will also cut out the washi tape. So this is your question here. Do you get both? Because the die and the stamp set are bundled together, but the washi tape is not bundled with it, which is good because you may want to buy a few of these, if not a lot of them, because they're really cool. So, but I'm going to show you, because you're probably thinking, how in the world am I going to cut out washi tape when it's going to stick? And it did, Stampin' Up! Did do a video where they showed that you put it directly onto your embossing plates. But these are my embossing plates. So unless I bought a new one, put out a new one every time, it would be heck to get it off of here because it's chewed up. You guys know that. I keep it till I break it, which has happened. So I'm going to show you an alternative to doing that. The first alternative, super simple, put it on a piece of basic white or other color cardstock. Other colors are going to change the color of the designs in there. And also you're going to see, because I'm going to show you two different cards, you're going to see that there is first a whole pack that looks like, oh, what am I doing? Looks like this shape in the pinks. And then there's one that's in the purples. And they kind of intermix. I think this is the purple one. But so you get two. So you can roll them out. You can roll it out onto a piece of basic white cardstock. You can get like a whole row up the 11-inch side and then run it through. Or, now this is something just, it's weird. I don't know if you'll have this, but I used to sell kits where I would make things that needed to be stuck on stuff. So when I worked at an office where labels were normal, like there was literally an assistant who did the filing and making labels, that was her main job. She did other things too, obviously. But I started asking her to save the backing, you know, when you print like address labels and that kind of thing. That's what this is. So I asked her to save them for me, and I've had them saved for years, and I thought I finally went, I'm not doing that anymore and tossed them. But no, lo and behold, I found them. So I was very excited. So the odds are you're not going to have this. But what you will have is, and I didn't save it because I don't know why, but you know when you get a stamp set, well, not these, but when you get a foam red rubber stamp set, you're going to get a transfer sheet where all your stickies come off. The labeling comes off. Save those, and those will work, and you can put it on there. So if you want them to be transparent, you can do that. Or you can put them on vellum. Okay. Now the thing with the vellum is though, then they're not going to stick. And so you're going to see your adhesive behind it. So those are my little tips. Probably not something you will find, but if you work in an office and they do labels, start asking them to save these for you. They will look at you like you are quite insane, but trust me, and I found other reasons for them. I mean, like, look, I have a piece on here. So, yeah. So that's how I did my vellum or my straight pieces. I have a couple of cards to show you before we begin, but I wanted you guys to know the basics of this awesome dies and washi tape. Those of you who have expressed interest in Bible journaling, I'll show you a quick Bible page that I did, my first one, because my artwork without stamps is bad. So anyway, so that is in the annual catalog. All right, so I'm going to show you, this is, I just did a whole one. I didn't cut it out. You see a few here cut out from the vellum, but this is just the whole sheet put on a piece of basic white and trimmed. It's the whole piece of washi tape. I didn't do anything to that, but look at what a pretty card it makes. And I got the little bit of vellum. I don't remember. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Nope, not on this one. So beautiful, right? Then here's one that I stamped the image, okay, from the stamp set and colored it. So you can see it's the exact same design, but I was able to change the colors to the way that I wanted them to be. So also very nice, right? Then this one, it's very hard to tell, but it is, I did it on vellum. And the trick with vellum, which I'm not really showing you today, is I stamped it with Stays-On, gave it a minute to dry, and then I flipped it over, and these are actually colored from behind. And so there's that look. And you can't really see it too well, but the piece of Bubble Bath, I believe this is embossed, but only part of it. And so the embossing shows through the vellum. Did I emboss? Oh, I embossed the vellum too. I glued it on there. Sorry, I made these a few days ago. So I glued this on and then I ran it through, and it's that new embossing folder that's it's small. And so I was able to just emboss some of it, and it did emboss both the cardstock and the vellum, which I only have a little bit of adhesive behind a few little spots, like some glue dots, that helped it to like stay. It didn't really glue it, but I hope you understand what I mean. So 3 different ways to do this. Okay. So that's fun. And then I die cut them. This is just an old bag from, I think, blending brushes, but I can tell immediately what's what because of the yellow. Mine just, my label paper happened to be yellow. So I know that these are going to be clear, but these are the ones put on the white cardstock. So I have both styles that I can use. And if you decide you're going to buy the washi tape, but you're not going to buy the stamps, you can fussy cut these out. That's what I did with this one, and I am going to use it in a little bit, so I will show you how that is done. But I plan to cut out more of these in both forms because I'm probably not very often going to use the washi tape as a whole roll, although I think it made some really pretty cards. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it made some really pretty cards. Before I forget, let me show you. Let me grab this. I am going to try and do a video on this. Please know, I am like super, super new. So some of my stuff is not good. But look at how pretty that looks in my scriptures. It was obviously too wide for my scriptures. So I just trimmed it, and then I added some extra pieces just to make it pretty. And then there's a little one right here that is highlighting the scripture that caught my eye during that reading. So we'll talk more about that later. All right, so here's one card that I did, and you see these are all done on the white. They are the ones that I laid the washi out on the white. This is a sentiment from the ephemera pack, saying something, okay? Which there's just a lot of sentiments in there. And not all of them, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. When you buy a pack like this, you have to be determined that some of them you may never use. Or you may use them all. I don't know. But I picked 2 of them out. So I've got the For You on this one, which is why I decided to put it on the basic beige, because this is basic beige. And it's super simple, right? And then on the inside, I have one of the vellum flowers. So we're going to recreate this. But remember, I told you they come in different colors. So that actually looks like it's the same. But you're going to see that the pieces that I have for this card are different colors. So you can see here, the colors are different. So, and I have a different sentiment for this one. You make life so rosy. I thought that was really appropriate. These little shapes here are from, what is this called? Foiled Frames and Labels Ephemera Pack. And I'm going to be honest with you, I ordered this and I thought, am I ever going to use this? But I'm surprised at how often I've been grabbing it. So you've seen me talk about it before, so I'm not going to get really into what that is. And then I have some bubble bath for my card base. I've got the new 2024-26 in color flat pearls that I will be using with this card to do bling. And then I am going to use the Stampin' Cut and Emboss Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder for the outside. Remember, I'm recreating, where did I put it? I just had it. I'll find it when I pause. Oh, there it is. Yay. I'm recreating this one, just a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now, this is a 3D folder, so it's only going to take the base piece and then the gray piece, which I think is number 4, to run it through. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Now, I think you guys can see that this time I put it through the folder going this way, but on this one, the piece went through this way. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but I did want to do this one just opposite. So, yeah, I guess it does make a teeny, tiny, whiny bit of difference. Almost not at all. So I guess it doesn't really matter what way you put it. And of course you could put it through crooked, which would be cool also. So here's what we are doing. I'm going to fold our bubble bath in half to create our base. And I'm just looking and seeing, I again forgot to grab my little adhesive cup. So my sister-in-law, her and her family went to Yosemite National Park one year, and at Christmas time, she gave us these little cups full of Tootsie Rolls. And I thought, when am I ever going to use that? Well, I use it all the time. Obviously not for a cup. I love little cups. Look at this. Isn't this cute? And I do not drink coffee, but I just think they're really cute. Okay, so this is going to be my front. So remember me telling you on the inside, grab my scissors, on the inside, on the beginning, that you could fussy cut. That's what I did with this one. I fussy cut it. And because it has a vellum edge, you don't have to be too persnickety about how perfect, I'm going to get that tape out of the way, too persnickety about how well you trim it. Well, that's not good. There. Because you're not going to see the little edges anyway, right? So it's okay. All right, so now this is for the inside of my card. So now I'm just going to take my time and peel it back. One thing I have learned about stickers, and I don't know that that's going to be true with these. I had some stickers that were really old, and they were similar to this. They were a vellum. They were actually scripture stickers. And they got to where they wouldn't come off the paper that they were on. I don't know that that would happen with these, but it's something to think about. Okay, so now you'll notice this one is on the opposite side of this one because I used a different flower, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. So now I'm going to adhere this to the inside of the card. This is such a simple card, you guys. I mean, it takes a minute to die cut out the flowers, but really, once you get them stuck onto whatever it is you're going to stick them on, the transfer paper or basic white or vellum or whatever, you get so many when you run it through one time. You get all these flowers. So it's pretty awesome. Again, I am using this brush. This actually helps because sometimes I just get too much on and it goes way too close to the edge. Like, I want it close to the edge. That's why I use this to keep my ends from popping up. But yikes. Seriously, not good. All right. Because I don't want my card to, like, glue shut, right? So now I can put this right on the inside. Look at how pretty that flower goes. Oh, it's so pretty. And then you know me, I have to make sure it's pressed good. I have a funny thing about that. Nobody knows. So this is the uppy side. This is the downy side. You can do whatever side you want. I'm going to stick with the uppy side. That is the technical name, by the way, uppy and downy, in case you were unaware. I'm hoping y'all are like, yeah, absolutely, we believe you. Now this one I definitely want to be sure I get the corner edges good, especially because some of this glue is going into the grooves of the down part of the uppy part. I'm so scientific. Okay. And center that. All right. Now, here's the fun. Ooh, so exciting. So I'm going to glue down my circle. I've got like dimensional backings everywhere. My husband was cleaning them up upstairs. Like they fall off me or something. I don't know. I don't think I have them on there, and then poof, there they are. So now I'm going to start with, you can put these on dimensionals, but I'm choosing to leave it flat. Spread that out a little bit. That's a little much on there. And I'm going to set that down. And I don't want to press too hard on that leaf because I want this leaf. By the way, this will peel off just like your silicone mat will peel off. In case you're wondering how that works. I want to make sure I kind of slide this under here. There we go. And the same with this little guy who is too full. So I grab this flower get some glue and grab that one. Oh, and I glued it on the wrong side. It's all right. It's fine. It's all good. Ay, ay, ay. Then stick that in there. And I am trying to cover up the gold. So now this big one is going to go right there. And then the little one, just wherever. I might even stick it up there. It's not the same as the original. And then you can put this up on dimensionals too if you want. Again, I am just choosing to keep everything flat because this is pretty bumpy from the embossing folder. And I am going to put some gems on it. But I just thought that sentiment was really good. You make my life rosy. So here we go. Now I'm going to put on some of the pink. Now I can choose which pink, but this is the pink that matches the cardstock, and I don't think that necessarily goes. That would have been actually okay on this one, but I grabbed our purple gems that actually carried over. Those were in our catalog before. But also this green, look at that. This green would have matched on here too. So this is a good set. What did I say? It was the 2024 to 26 in colors. So the in colors that came out last year and are still current. So now I can put these on here. These are bigger than the dots that I used on the other sentiment. I think I'm going to put this one down here. So there are different sizes. There's 3 different sizes. So I'm going to put one up there. That's too close to where that one is. Carefully remove it and move it over a little bit. I don't like them to line up. I don't know. It's a me thing. It's not necessarily a thing. And remember, I like unevens. Unevens just look better. So there you go. There are my 2 cards made with the new washi tape, which you can see the 2 different colors that come on the washi tape. And they're so pretty. So let me grab those other cards that I did very quickly. Here's the one that I stamped with Stays On and colored on the back for vellum. This is just the whole thing directly onto a piece of basic white. And this is also, oh no, this is the one I stamped. This is the one I stamped and colored. So both of these are stamped and then colored. And then this is the washi tape on a piece of basic white. So there you go. Love, love, love this whole like bundly suite. I don't know really what else to call it, but it is the Extraordinary Floral, and it has the awesome die in here, which is so amazingly cool, and the ever cool washi tape. So I hope you guys enjoyed this cool thing. Remember, you can shop for all of these products on my Stampin' Up! Website at MemoryINKers.com. Again, I am Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. Thank you so much for watching me today. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.